Mr. Wellington, do you want me to take him to the basement?
Yeah, I want you to take him to the basement. Okay, you don't know nothing about the basement, nothing. You didn't hear none of that, right?
You never told me anything about the basement, did you?
No, I don't think I did.
I don't know what goes on in the basement.
My name is Vladimir, and today, for the first time in my life, I'm going to see a psychologist.
Hey, Mr. Vladimir.
Vladimir, hey.
How are you?
Oh, not so good today.
Okay, I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was closing up with somebody, finishing up with somebody, so I'm sorry.
I understand. Yeah.
So what's going on, sir? How can I be helpful?
So I have a little bit of problems right now. I've never had situation like this before. And my daughter, she told me talk to a therapist, maybe it will help. So that's what I wanted to do today.
So what is the concern that you have with your son?
It's not with my son, it's with my boss's son. I have
your boss's son?
Yes, I have very good relationships with my boss, but his son is just driving me insane, I want to beat the shit out of him.
But let me ask you, your boss at work?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you have relationship with your boss outside work?
Outside work, I mean, he's like family to me at this point, I would say. I've worked for him about 25 years, and I can't imagine working for anybody else at this point. That's why I don't know what to do with his son.
But how does he feel about his son's behavior?
He doesn't know, that's the problem.
Oh, wow.
And you want to know what his son has been doing?
What is that?
It's there's been several occasions now. First thing he did a few weeks ago, well, he always does this. I was taking him to a party or somewhere, I don't remember, in my boss's Escalade, and he starts spitting boogers in the car. And I tell him, Bradley, stop spitting boogers. And he doesn't stop. So then
that's gross, man. That's gross. Grossing me out.
It grosses me out. I wanted to throw up, but then I have to clean it before I return the car to the boss. Can you believe it?
And why would he do that, though?
Why would he do that? Because, I don't know, I think he has a cocaine problem. Honestly, that's why he's...
How old is he?
As a son, he's 28.
Oh, wow. Does he work for your boss, too?
No, he's just spoiled brat. He was, he was adopted when he was 12, so... Before he was adopted, nobody really wanted him. But then, my boss, he's the richest man in Arizona. So he takes him in, and now he gets this big ego, like he's somebody, and his attitude I feel like it completely changed.
So this kid is with his father in Russia?
No, I visit from Russia. I come in when they need me to work. He lives in Arizona. The kid, he lives in Texas, and a lot of times he visits his father in Arizona. He's the richest man in Arizona.
Okay.
So, everything I say, it stays between us, by the way, right?
No, I don't know. I can't. I don't even know anybody, so.
Okay,
All
so part of what I do for my boss, right? I take shipments of cocaine past the Mexican border, right? So I take it to the cartel. So a few weeks ago, I have to take one of the shipments, and his son, he just gets angry for some reason. He kicks the box, and the product spills. And now I'm responsible. I have to answer to the cartel for this.
Do you... Okay.
So
I don't know exactly where I thought maybe because usually the father has to take control over this. His father has to know this child's behavior so that he can control it. Because I don't know if the child even feels as though you have authority over him. And he's not a child, 28 years old.
Yes, but I think he needs to be taught a lesson. Because you know what's the last thing he did? What I found out?
What?
He brings girls to his house all the time, right? But a couple of them told me that he's been abusing them. And that is where I draw the line. That's where I have a big problem now. Now I want to take him to his dad's basement and teach him a lesson. But I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to make Mr. Wellington mad. So what should I do?
Tell his father.
You think I should tell Mr. Wellington?
Yeah. Let his father deal with it, because I think, one, I don't know what the child is thinking, because he's probably thinking, you don't have authority over me, you're not my father, you can't give me...
I'm not his father, but I am Vladimir. I can slap him around, beat the shit out of him, and he will learn his lesson.
Yeah, but then if you do that, what is the likely consequences of doing that?
Well, it depends if he tells his father or not. If I beat his ass good, maybe, he'll keep his mouth shut.
Okay, so think about the various scenarios that could happen when you beat him up. One of them, he could tell his father, right?
Yes.
Number two, what else can he do?
Learn his lesson.
Okay, he could learn his lesson. Okay, what else?
That's pretty much it. It goes one of two ways,
Wouldn't you call the police or call the ambulance if he's actually hurt?
If he's really hurt, I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Okay. So think about all the scenarios and then decide, because this is really a difficult situation. I would strongly think that personally, because if a child is misbehaving, he's not even a child.
But
He's
this isn't
20 years-
misbehaving, molesting women, that is serious, and I think he needs to learn his lesson, because in my country, where I come from, we protect women. This is not behavior we tolerate. So that's where I draw the line, and that's why I think he needs to learn his lesson.
But it's tough. I think it's a tough situation for you.
What would you do if you were in my position? That's my question.
Well, I already told you this, that I will let his father know, okay? Because I don't even know. I know that you're a good friend of his father, but the question is, in his mind, what is he thinking? He's probably thinking, I'm 28 years old, you're not my father, why are you trying to control my life?
I'm not his father, but I'll be his daddy. Be like a little bitch after I beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and that's what he could do. And if you say, okay, let me teach you a lesson, and you teach him the lesson, you have three scenarios. One, he could take a lesson. Two, his father might know. Three, you could get hurt and call the cops.
If he calls the cops, maybe we make him disappear. I'm kidding. But shit, I don't know. You think I should tell his father?
Tell his father to deal with it.
Can I call him right now while you're here?
I mean, okay, I don't mind. I mean, well, I would, if that's what makes you comfortable, then that's fine. Because
I know I haven't been able to sleep. I'm just so angry,
Well, then you need to find a way to distance yourself from that situation. Because, like I said, this is an issue that his father has to deal.
I can lose my job, you know what I mean?
Well, then you need to tell his father, make his father deal with it.
Okay, I'm going to give him a call. I hope he picks up right now. You can hear it.
Yeah.
What? I'm sleeping. What do you need from my wife?
Mr. Wellington, listen, we need to talk, okay?
So listen, I told you don't talk to me when I'm sleeping.
I didn't know you're sleeping, okay? Listen, this is important. Bradley,
Let's go. Yeah.
you're, one
He's
second.
telling you I'm here.
What?
He should know that I'm online.
Oh, he should know. Mr. Wellington, I'm with a psychologist right now on the Zoom call.
What do you mean psychologist?
Okay, let me explain.
You need a fucking psychologist now.
Okay, let me explain this to you. You know the three girls that
Are
Bradley...
you doing fucked up shit again?
No, it's not me, it's your son, Bradley. Listen, Mr. Wellington. Mr. Wellington, Bradley, your son. The three girls he's been bringing to your house. Listen, do you understand?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the Katie...
What the fuck did you do to him?
I didn't do anything, Mr. Wellington. Bradley, they told me that Bradley's been molesting them, okay? They told me this.
Don't fuck with me right now.
No, I'm telling that's what they told me.
What do you mean molesting?
I have the screenshots. They texted me after they
What
left.
the fuck you doing with them?
Disgusting. Since he wouldn't let one of them leave, he was holding the door. She was trying to leave, and then another one. He got her drunk. He got on top of her. It's bad, Mr. Wellington.
Shut the fuck up now.
No,
What are
Mr.
you talking about?
No, you want me to send you the screenshots?
You send me the fuck. I'll fucking kill. I'll fucking kill this piece of shit. I'll send him to fucking military. This motherfucker. Did you talk to the girl? Is it bullshit or are they fucking with us? Maybe they want the money.
No,
They want the fucking money, man.
Three different girls. How three different girls don't know each other? How they say the same thing?
So now you went to a fucking. Oh my fucking god. You're gonna take all my fucking money, man. What are we gonna fuck? I don't even know what the fuck to do right now.
I don't know, Mr. Wellington.
I'm gonna call this piece of shit right now. He's at the fucking hall.
Okay, Mr. Wellington, do you want to speak to the psychologist?
Why are you at the fucking psychologist? You know their business?
Because I haven't sleep. I haven't been sleeping for 3 weeks because of this.
But she can't know our business now. She knows we're up to trouble.
It's a man, but okay, Mr. Okay, I'll call you back.
Let me
Okay.
talk to him. Let me talk to him right now.
Do you hear, Mr. Wellington?
So, yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening. What's the concern?
I'm concerned that you're going to tell people about this now because you don't know who I am and what problems can happen. God, did you tell him who I am?
He's the richest man in Arizona.
I got a lot of power over here.
Wait a second, Mr. Wellington, the screen froze.
And now he's
Wait,
telling me my son is raping women.
Mr. Wait 1 second for him to come back.
Get him back, get him back. We need to shut him up. Fuck is this bullshit psychology? It's a big fucking problem. And he heard it too.
What are we going to do?
I thought you're outside the fucking psychologist's office. I didn't know you're there talking to someone, hearing this shit. You're telling him we're gonna fucking kill him?
Oh,
Hello?
oh, he froze again. Okay, it's good now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Listen, he knows who I am now, right? You told him who I am.
Yes, he understands.
Listen, you can't tell nobody about this, okay? Because I could lose everything.
Okay, listen. I do not share information with anybody. The question is, I'm just trying to help him resolve some of the things that is bothering him that creates anxiety for him. And that's it. That's the topic of discussion. I have nothing to talk about anything else except for his mental health. And that's all we're going to talk about. And some of the issues that's bothering him, I feel like he needs to talk to you and have those issues resolved. So I don't even have any answers for him as to what to do with the problem. We had some 3 suggestions, and then he needs to address it with you, okay?
So Vlad knows about this shit for 3 weeks. He doesn't tell me. He comes tells you?
Well, he's telling me that he's not able to sleep because he's not able to get, your son is giving him headaches, some trouble, and he wanted to find out how he can deal with the situation so that he can get some sleep.
Yeah, my son is a big pain in the ass. Big pain in the fucking ass. But I have anxiety now because this is a big problem in my life. These girls can take all my fucking money. I have to shut them up. What can I do? What would you do?
Well, I don't know the details of the matter, so I cannot offer any suggestion. So, I mean, I'm not privy to air all the information, so it's difficult for me to even offer any suggestion.
My son's going to end up in jail, and I'm going to end up losing a lot of money. And it's embarrassment for me, too. I ran for the mayor here of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Mr. Wellington, maybe I take the girls to the basement and tell them, don't tell anybody.
Well, we're going to have to do something. I don't know. I don't mind opening up my wallet, but the problem is, I don't know how bad Bradley did this. I need to see these fucking messages. And I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to call him up now. Okay, I'm going to get his ass here. I'm going to beat the shit out of him.
Okay, do you want me to beat the shit out of him?
Out what he did.
Mr. Wellington, do you want me to take him to the basement?
Yeah, I want you to take him to the fucking basement.
Okay.
And show him the shit that we do down there. Scare the shit out of him. Then, if he did do the shit that's you saying he did, he's fucking going to military school. That's done. I'm disowning the piece of shit. He was never my fucking boss. I adopted this piece of shit. Why do you think he's not like me?
I know, he's fucking weirdo.
Let me talk. Ask the psychologist. Tell him, listen, please, don't tell nobody about what's going on. I understand he said he won't tell nobody.
Well, you haven't shared any information that I can share with. He's just telling me how he's feeling, that's all. He's not telling me anything about what business, I don't know. Because he's telling me about his mental health, how he can get some sleep, because he's not getting sleep because of the conflict between him and your son. That's all. That's all I know.
Okay, you don't know nothing about the basement, nothing. You didn't hear none of that, right?
You never told me anything about the basement, did you?
No, I don't think I did.
I don't know what goes on in the basement.
Okay. Okay, listen, Vlad, you get the fucking help you need because I'm pissed that you not told me you're going to a fucking psychologist. You knew about this shit.
I didn't know. You always defend this piece of shit. How many years already you say, oh, Bradley's a good person.
Listen, you don't even fucking know he's robbing fucking money from one of my friends. Over $100,000 he's fucking robbed.
From that cartel?
This is on top of it all.
Wait.
All right, guys, I think we don't need to we don't need to talk about, I don't want to talk about your whatever business you guys have. I'm only a psychologist. I talk about mental health issues. So if you guys want to talk business, we can end the call and then you guys can continue your conversation.
Wait, one sec, I have a question though. Is it the Mexican cartel guy, Christian Canif? Is that guy? He robbed him?
I don't want to discuss this on the fucking phone right now because I'm furious as much as this fucking is right now.
Okay,
I gotta deal with the fucking cartel now.
Okay, let me call you back, okay?
Goodbye.
Right. Oh my god. So, there's this guy in the Mexican cartel, Christian Canif. Apparently he robbed him $100,000.
Listen, man, I mean, our platform is for mental health issues. So if you guys are talking business, I think we you need to terminate the call. Okay?
Yeah, okay, but thank you so much. I'm glad I talked to Mr. Wellington because I don't think I would have been able to call him
Yeah.
if he didn't.
Well, the question is, you don't have a choice. He's the son, he's the father, he has to deal with the son. All right?
Yeah, okay, thank you again.
No
for your
problem.
help.
Bye.